Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? Today it's a little cloudy out, so I hope you have enough lighting to see what I'm doing here. You are on Tony's Witchy Arts and Crafts, and I'm Tony. Hi, hello. How are you doing? Okay, so this video will be part 3 of the supernatural junk journal that I am making. So here we go. Set that aside. Okay, so I put the Mod Podge on the front last night. I used this matte Mod Podge glaze or gloss from Dollar Tree. I got this from Dollar Tree. So there's that one. I covered the whole front of it and then I let it dry overnight. And I like how it came out, but I forgot to do something. I wanted to run the ink along the edges to make them look darker before I did that, and I forgot. I was skipping a step because I was so excited to get the Mod Podge on. So I'm curious if I put it on now if it would stay. Let's try it. Let's try it. So I'm just gonna rub it on. How's that look? Kinda. Oh. Alright. Even if it just stays on lightly, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I think that works. I don't need it heavy. Just light enough. And then I'm just rubbing it in. So it's not sitting on top, but it's just rubbed in. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but I think it makes a little bit of a difference. It makes it look more aged. Because you gotta remember, this journal that the supernatural boys are carrying around was his father's. Their father, and then it's been passed down to them. So it's been through a lot. Yeah. There we go. Just rub that in nice and good. There we go. I think it looks better already. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna do that to the inside too, because when I put the inside cover in, you're going to be able to see this little edge, and I just want it to look more distressed than what it is right now. And then before I glue the inside panels in, I'm going to distress those too. And these, all I did was just take regular cardstock and just measure to the size I need. And I made the front and back panel slightly bigger than it needs to be so they could overlap. See how they're going to overlap? But yeah. Okay. So I'm going to ink a little bit more here before I glue those in. And like, if you guys have any questions about how I do something, or why I do something, or what I use, Don't be afraid to ask. I'm here to help. I've even been thinking, so I belong to a lot of Facebook craft groups, like junk journal groups and swaps and stuff. And the junk journal groups I'm in, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that they would love to make junk journals but don't have the stuff to make it, or don't have the money to purchase the stuff to make it. And I'm thinking about making a video on a way you can make junk journals on a almost next to none budget. Does that make sense? I guess what I'm trying to say is we can make junk journals without buying anything. We can do it. We just got to use our creativity, and I've been doing this for a few years now, so I've learned some tricks and trades, and yeah, so I think I'm going to make a video how to make a junk journal for beginners with no budget. Now, wouldn't that be a video to watch with no budget? So, yeah. I've got things all over my desk, so I'm making a mess here. Okay, so I got these edges inked here, and now I'm going to glue my panels in. And I always glue the back one in first because I like the front panel to overlap the back one, and I want that seam more towards the back. So when we put our signatures in, you're not going to see the seam at all. So yeah, so we're going to do that first. And let's see, I'm going to use my strong glue to glue these. Okay, so now what I usually do is I put a combination of like tape and glue, what I normally do, but this time, because I'm used slightly different papers to make my cover, I'm just going to use my E6000 glue. I love this glue. I use it for everything. And I'm just going to put it on very generous. If I can get my glue to be unstuck. Okay. Just put it on very generous. Okay. I don't know, there's no rhyme or reason on how I put glue on. I kind of pretend that I'm painting a picture with it. And just, let's see how cool we can make the picture before we stick it all down, right? Okay, I think that's generous enough. Now, oh, you know what? I forgot a step again. Sometimes I do that when I get too excited. I was wanting to ink those edges. Oh, and see, got glue on it already. That's okay. A little bit of glue doesn't hurt it. Especially when you cover a lot of your journal up with other things. Your glue marks aren't gonna matter. So, let's see if I can get a better tool here. Okay. Alright, I think that's all nice and good. Okay, now we're going to do the same with the front. We're gonna try really hard not to make the front as messy. You know what? I don't even know why I'm trying so hard not to make it messy. I mean, when I'm making a nice pretty themed journal for like a girl, I am very careful, but this journal is supposed to be very gritty because it's been through hell and back. So it's okay if this one gets a little grungy. We can just add to it. Make it look like it was supposed to be on purpose. Okay, I think that's enough. Oopsie, and I already got glue on the front piece. I have no idea how I did that. Now we're gonna let this dry really good before we bend those edges there. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna let that dry. Can you take your bone folder, or like if you have like this like embossing tool or something, you can go in there and just score that bend just a little. There's one. And some. This side needs to set a little longer. Okay. So, okay, I cut out some more pieces here, and this is going to be my front pocket, and this is going to be my back pocket. And I drew a little line right here for a curve, and I'm going to cut that off. Okay. Before I glue his pockets down, I'm going to try to ink one more time. But I'm going to get my sponge out here. Okay. I'm going to move some stuff around. It's hard to work around an easel here. Okay. Just making this looking grungy. think the line goes right down here. Okay. Another line right here. Okay. And slowly it comes together. Sometimes, you know, you don't realize how far your progress is coming until you get to the final stage and then take a step back and you're like, oh my god, it all comes together and looks fabulous. Yeah. Alrighty, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna do the pockets too. Let's see if I can get back in frame here. I guess if you put anything against your journal and it looks too brand new, then you need to age it up, right? Especially if you're going for a very old, tattered look, grungy. There. We'll do a little bit of inking. There, that will be one pocket. To the next one. I hope I'm explaining on how I make these, and everybody can follow along if you want to try it too. That's why I'm always encouraging you guys, like, if you have a question, just ask. Because I love to share my knowledge with others. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna put a little bit of grunge in here. There we go. Okay, got the pockets done. Okay. Now I gotta score that first. Okay, let's see, where is she at? Alright, so all I'm doing is just scoring this other line. It seems to be kind of crooked. Sometimes you'll get a bubble in there. It's okay. Once the journal's all put together and said and done, it won't even be an issue. There we go. Alrighty. What do you guys think? Looking pretty good, huh? Pretty good journal. Okay, let's put some pockets in. Now, I'm only going to put glue right here. Don't put the glue on the curve, okay? See, I'm going to put it right here. Right here. And then right down here. See? We'll leave the curved part open. And then I'm going to stair step it here. We're not going to put it right up against the panel that we put in. Just, I'll lift it up here in a second and show you. Now that glue splurged out on the side there. There we go. Okay. So, I hope you can see that I put this almost to the edge of that brown panel, and then there's the cover, so you can see it stair stepping. It's just a cool effect. I mean, you can put the panel and the pocket all the way against, if you don't want to see the stair stepping, you could do that. But I like to see the layers. It's pretty cool. I bumped you guys just a little. Okay. Alright, I'll put the inside pocket on next. Okay. There we go. Okay, there's your back pocket. Okay, I think I'll put my papers in signatures now. I'll group them together into signatures. That's what I meant. And then I will probably be done for today, and then tomorrow we can start decorating. I always decorate the pages before I tie them in because it's so much easier to do what you need to do on each page when they're not tied in yet. So my first video, I showed you how I coffee dyed them and inked them and stuff like that, right? So now I'm gonna put them in groups of 3. Let's see. Okay, so I want this to be my first, my second, and then my third. I think I want that one in my second. That's not a pocket. Okay. That's not a pocket either. Let's do this one in my last. Okay, so each one will get one of these dark ones. Sorry if I'm talking to myself. I'll go in that one. And then here's some darker paper. So all I'm doing is just trying to decide what papers I want and what signature. And then I put them in piles. And then I'll put them together. And I'll show you that here in a moment. In there. Then I have pockets. Those aren't going to be pages. Okay. Alright, so I've ducked them in groups now. And this is how I'm going to put them together. I start with the smallest page first. I kind of go, yeah, I think that's the one. Yep, okay. So I just kind of like put them together like this. So I want these ones towards the back. Yeah. There we go. And then okay. So that's one signature. Okay. That will be my open signature, like when you open your journal. This will be the first one I see. Okay, so there's one. And then I'll put together this next one. And then this one back here. And these. I do want this one here. Okay, there's my second signature. And then here will be my last. Okay, there's my last signature. Okay, so that's all I did. So my signatures are ready. Signatures are just a group of papers that you put together. And I always usually do 3. Sometimes I've been doing 4 if somebody wants extra pages. But yeah, there we go. Alright, so tomorrow in video 4, I will start decorating the pages with you. Alright, I hope you love this. Have a good day.